So you might be asking yourself, what is hormone yoga therapy? So hormone yoga therapy is a sequence of yoga postures used alongside specific breathing techniques with visualizations and energy locks, or bandhas as they're known in yoga, that was developed and researched by Dr. Dina Rodriguez. She spent many years researching this and found lots of positive impacts from those that she worked with. It focuses on the glands within the body, so we mainly focus on the ovaries, the testes, the adrenals, the thyroid and the pituitary during the hormone yoga therapy classes. The pituitary is really important. It's the queen of the glands and has a lot of impact on how the rest of the glands work within the body and what levels of hormone they produce. So that one's really important to work with, whether you're male or female. And it's really about stimulating the glands, so any hormones that are starting to decrease as we get older. The hormone yoga therapy will help to increase those levels, but it's not about increasing the levels of glands that already work really well to then become overactive. So it's really about balance. It's about working with the body as a whole, the glands as a whole, to make sure we can come to a place of balance. So we practice the yoga postures with the breath work, the visualizations and those things called energy locks or bandhas, and we activate and stimulate the glands in that part of the practice. And then we work on the stress response and stress hormones in the body through things known as yoga nidras, which are relaxations, some calming breath work at the end, and things known as anti-stress techniques. So these anti-stress techniques cover different things. They're sometimes there to do with calming movements, sometimes it's to do with mantras, or it's a range of things that you can practice at the end on those anti-stress techniques. But we stimulate, activate with the fiery part of the practice, and then we start to work with the stress response in the body, because stress has a huge impact on your hormonal balance. So when we're stressed, our hormones just go wild, okay? So it's really about being able to activate, stimulate, and then deal with the stress in the body and come to a calm state, so your body, your glands can do what they need to do in a much more calm, balanced state. So it's important that you don't just do the fiery part and you ignore the anti-stress section. It's really important that you do everything as a whole when you practice, so from start to finish, okay? So the endocrine system is the glands within the body, and this has a huge impact on your body's well-being. So when you practice balancing your glands, your hormones, you'll find that your body feels better. Those symptoms that you had before maybe have lessened. So it's recommended that if you're 35 and over and you're a healthy woman with no current hormonal imbalances, it's good to start practicing at this point. So as you come up into those menopause years, your estrogen levels are still relatively high compared to if they were dropping off without the practice. You can practice at a younger age, which is absolutely fine. If you have something like painful periods, irregular periods, or other hormonal problems like hypothyroidism, it can help to stimulate the thyroid, and so you hopefully won't feel so tired and drained. And of course, it's really good for the menopause and the andropause, so any of those unpleasant symptoms that you get around that period in your life. If you practice hormone yoga therapy, it can help to stimulate the hormones that are dropping off and increase those a little bit, bring them a little bit higher, back into balance, so your symptoms lessen. So I hope that's given you an overview of what hormone yoga therapy is. Of course, if you have any questions, please do get in touch. And I hope to see you at a course soon.